The winter of 1665 brought a freezing fog that swallowed the rugged cliffs of Cornwall, England. High atop his stone tower, Thomas Vance trimmed the wick of his tallow lamp. For 20 years, Thomas had been the keeper of the cliffside beacon, a vital fire that warned merchant ships away from the jagged rocks below, rocks known to locals as the Devil's Teeth. It was a lonely life, shared only with the howling wind and his heavy leather-bound journal. The world below him was changing. Rumors of the Great Plague in London whispered through the supply crews that visited him. But up here, time seemed to stand still. An unexpected shadow. One stormy November night, the wind roared with unusual fury. Through the heavy rain, Thomas spotted a faint, rhythmic blinking light out at sea. It wasn't the steady lantern of a Dutch trading vessel or the proud masts of an English warship. It was a distress signal. Minutes later, a sharp, frantic knocking echoed from the heavy oak door at the base of his tower. Thomas grabbed his iron lantern and a heavy brass flintlock pistol, drawing back the bolts. Standing on the threshold was a young boy, soaked to the bone and shivering violently. He wore the woolen coat of a ship's apprentice, covered in sea foam. "Help us, sir," the boy gasped. "The Gorgon is grounded on the lower reef. The captain is trapped, and the tide is rising." The race against the sea. Thomas knew the dangers. In the 17th century, a shipwreck often meant death by freezing water, or worse, encounters with ruthless local wreckers who lured ships to their doom to steal their cargo. "Stay by the fire, lad," Thomas ordered, throwing his heavy wool cloak over his shoulders. Armed with only ropes, a crowbar, and his lantern, Thomas descended the treacherous, slippery stone steps carved into the cliff face. The cold air bit at his face, and the spray of the Atlantic tasted of salt and peril. When he reached the shore, he saw the Gorgon, a small English merchant brig,